my God. Come on, young, get it in. Oh. Oh. There's no way. Come on. Oh. Can't get a ball in. What is this? It's all going long. Okay, guys. If this just resonated with you, I got a solution for you. In this session, I'm going to show you how to stop overhitting those serves and how to get everything in that box again. Loads of tennis players tend to hit the serve long, over and over, and they're getting frustrated just like I did a couple seconds ago. There are usually two major mistakes, again, two major problems that we need to address, we need to fix, and I'm gonna talk about them in this session, so make sure you stay right until the end to know exactly how we can fix this and how you can start getting especially those first serves in, or at least not so far out. Yeah, you always want to get it in the box, you want to aim for the targets, and it gets very frustrating when we're just hitting balls 1 to 3 meters out or far away, we can't control it and all this. Number one most common thing is this one. The player gets ready, the player starts throwing the ball, he thinks he has the ball at the right position, but by the time he gets to the trophy shape, the ball is behind him. When the ball is behind you, on the contact point, you can see the angle of my racket. It's open. If your racket face will be open on the contact point, guess what? It's not gonna go in the box, you're gonna overhit 95% of the times. Yeah? You're gonna always overhit. When you have a racket in this angle, I can never get it in the box. So, the player comes here, he's got a ball toss, and he gets that position, but because he moves forward, if he has the pinpoint stance, he moves forward, suddenly he's not here where he was on the ball toss. The body is much more in front, much more further, yeah, closer to baseline. And then what happens is that the ball is behind, here. Typical example again, let's go. It's very hard to bring it down from there. Huh? Because the ball on the contact point was here. If you don't put any spin here, any effect on it, it's not gonna go in the box. The face of the racket is way too open. Yeah? So we want to get again, how to fix it, the ball toss. The ball toss has to go more in front of you, so by the time you get there, the racket on the contact point will be at the right angle, which is again this one. The face of the racket, I always say to my players, imagine a line, the rope coming from the middle of the racket, from the sweet spot, and you would connect it in that box where you want to serve to, with one point in the box. And you will get more or less this angle. Something like this. If it will be too far from, then again you're risking, and then you're hitting the net. We talked about it in the other session. So you want to have it here, maximum here. This already is too far behind, and it's going to go out if you don't put the spin on it, of course. But here on this side it's hard to put a spin. The spin will be more on the second serve behind you here on top of your head, not on the right side for the first serve, as we're talking about right now. So, you want to fix the ball toss, you want to throw the ball more in front, so by the time your body gets there, even if you have a platform stance, it's the same. Yeah? Even on platform stance we go slightly kind of from here, more here in front. And of course, sometimes it's not just the ball toss, sometimes it's just the fact that they actually throw the ball behind them, like this. Yeah? So if they're throwing the ball this way, the old style, which is like this, then the ball always goes behind you. You don't want to throw it like this, you want to throw it again, as we said before, in the line with the baseline, so the ball goes in front of you. So, we want to really focus on that ball toss, and then we're gonna fix it. The moment I have a ball in front of me, the moment I hit the ball with the right angle, that's the moment when I'm gonna get everything inside. And also because at this moment, when I have this right contact point, I can really close the racket down also. Yeah? When I'm hitting ball here, behind me, or around this area, I cannot really close it, it's very hard. I can close it when I'm having in front. That's why you see the pros, they're hitting ball in front, and then right after, they're closing the racket down, and then on the follow-through, the racket is here pointing, the bottom of the racket pointing the net again. Yeah? because you really need to close the racket down. When you close it, that's what's gonna bring the ball down in the court. So it's two things: is the contact point in front, right angle, of course, closing the racket down. That one. I was closing nicely, and it goes right in that box. Yeah. But if I'm gonna try to do the same thing, but having the bad ball toss again, having the ball behind me, this is what's gonna happen. Oh, hitting almost the back fence. And I'm even trying to get it down, but it's very hard to bring it down if you have a ball behind you. It's almost impossible. Yeah? So we always have to think about also in tennis from the physical point of view. Yeah? So again, we want to avoid this. We want to get a ball more in front. So the ball for the first serve has to be really in front of you, and you need to be able to close the racket. On the second serve, you just have to make sure, because on the second serve we know the ball is slightly behind us, now it's normal, but because it's on this side, on top of my left shoulder, I'll be hitting more here, top of my left shoulder, then it's more natural to add that spin. So really want to make sure that you bring in the racket up, you do the pronation, there, you pronate, and you put enough spin on the ball so it actually, that brings the ball down, there. Now even too much, I have to go higher, there. And on the second serve, you always look for that sound of that kick, yeah? So again, if I would try to do second serve without spin, it would be very hard again, and the ball goes right in the back fence. Yeah? Because there's no way, because the ball is behind me. So if the ball is behind you on the second serve, always using that. Pronate. You get racket from this position, that. Yeah? So you're really spinning. You're not focusing so much on this motion now. You're focusing more on that. Check this. Spinning here. Yeah? Like if you wanted to point racket from this position, to that fence on the right hand side, the face of the racket, hop, and you pronate. You can practice this without a ball, like this circle, pronate. This moment my arm is pointing that fence, or kind of, 45 degrees to that fence. So on the contact point, of course, pointing to the court, but after, I let it go. Hop, pronate. If I didn't pronate, the racket would be like this. And then the ball goes too far to the left. You want to pronate to be able to get the face of the racket again, aiming into that box. Yeah? That would be nice pronation here. That one was quite nice. So, we got two things to remember. The ball toss cannot be behind us, especially on the first serve. Very hard to get a ball inside the box. You're gonna be missing and overhitting every single time, as long as you have a ball here, or here, or here. Yeah? The ball has to be in front. We want to get this right angle of the racket, of course, and we want to be able to bring the face of the racket down with closing down. Yeah? You need to close it down, that follow through there. Yeah? It's gonna bring the ball down, but it's only possible to do if the ball is in front. So the number one most crucial element, again, as we see and as we know, is again the right ball toss. Yeah? I want you to focus on this. Just take the basket of the balls just like me. Go 2, 3, 4 hours a week and just work on one thing at a time. Remember, repetition is the key, but only the right repetition is the key. If you're hitting the balls too far long, think about it. What's wrong? What is not wrong? Yeah. You can even film yourself just like me. You put it, on a screen, one video next to video of the pro, and you can see the difference there. It's fantastic what we can do these days. How we can train on our own. This is a great time that we're living in, and we're able to basically, especially serve, you can practice every day, all day long, as much as you have the time for it. If you find it beneficial, I hope you will. Just, again, make sure you take action, you go out on the court, you practice this, and make sure to hit that subscribe and hit notification button. And if you want more, also check out my website, jmtennis.net, where there's much more free tennis training sessions and also golden level packages. Also, at the same time, you can share with your friends, with your tennis friends, so they can also benefit from this. I'm gonna be happy to help them. I want to help as much as I can with my knowledge, with what I've learned over the years, with my players, or on myself as a player. And I want to share with you, tennis is a great sport, and I just want to see your improvements. as much as it helped me, I want that it was gonna help you also at the same time. Also, if you struggle with any of your strokes, if it's forehand serve, single-handed or double-handed backhand, anything, just make sure to sign up below. There is a link where you can register for free to my PLB Tennis Method Masterclass, which is about 25 to 30 minutes long session loaded with information how to discover the solution to the biggest challenge in your tennis game and how you can start training right now so you can start really improving and start seeing better results. Because again, up to 90% of club tennis players, they just hit the ball with their arm and they think the tennis is just in the arm. Again, it's not just about your arm. Really, the arm is there just the result of the correct biomechanics which are applied correctly prior to the contact point. Yeah, so we again want to always learn from the pros. My PLB tennis method is basically formed from what I learned over the years, what has been working for the pros, what has been working for me, and what I've been applying on the tennis court as a coach for the past 10 years with all my players. So I invite you to register for my PLB Tennis Method Masterclass for free, and I'm looking forward to see you on the inside. Have a great day.